Well, it's Saturday morning, the 7th, about 6:25. This is my church hostel that I stayed at in Delaware Water Gap. And it's time for me to head out and hit the trail again. Took a zero here, originally to avoid the rain. And the rainstorms didn't come, but it did get super hot and muggy yet again yesterday, so I was glad I stayed here. If I had Osprey had been correct in telling me there was an outlet store here that sold their product, I could have got my rain pack cover replaced. They had one in stock, but he wouldn't do it on his own. He said it had to go through the company, so I lost out on that. That didn't make me happy because that cost me, I gotta buy another one or go without or something. So, and if he had bothered to call me back and at least inform me that they wouldn't be able to do anything without the old one returned, I could have at least bought one from him. So he lost the sale also. So now the question is to find my way back to the trail from town. That building there is the one of the oldest hotels here in town, and that's the jazz place where I was at the other day with a couple of friends. This is a very old town. It's an interesting town, a very quiet town, but it also has a lot going on in it. So there's my blazes on the telephone pole next to the Castle Inn, which is actually the ice cream parlor where I had a huge old-fashioned banana split yesterday. Doesn't look like anything's open this early in the morning, so that's kind of a bummer. Would have liked to have started with a big breakfast instead of just my quickie that I use on the trail, but that's the way that goes. So with that, we'll proceed on through town and hit the river. So there it is, folks. I'm crossing into Delaware, New Jersey, excuse me, at 6:35. I now have an official 835.6 miles to make it to Chicago. I'm counting backwards now. I'm no longer counting up. I'm counting down to 0 when I'll be standing on Katahdin. This is the Delaware River. Very busy place with traffic. Well, about 2 hours into my hike and I come up to a lake or a pond or whatever they're calling it. Anyway, kind of nice. Nice blue skies. So far, the first couple hours, the trail's been a combination of street walking for probably the first mile, and then I hit some good old-fashioned everyday type trail. And they tossed me into some of the old style rock that I was playing with in Pennsylvania. I guess they were afraid that I'd have DTs if I withdrew from rock walking too fast. And now we seem to be back on a normal trail again. One thing about the New Jersey and New York and apparently a few others is it's completely illegal to camp anywhere except designated sites. So it could be rather crowded on trying to find places to camp. Boy, just I was talking about a decent trail. Someone all over. They seem to have me circling the lake. I got the lake on my right side and trees on my left. Other than that, it's pretty much the same as anything else. Got all these little side trails going up to the top, not sure why. There's the lake again. Anyway, that's what's happening so far. Well, I just summited some little hillside mountain up on the ridge. Before I start dropping down, I got a chance to get a view, so I guess this is what we're looking at from New Jersey. Don't know the water down there. I am basically, technically on the trail. I am north of that lake, which was called Sunfish Pond. And right now the trail is technically taking me east as opposed to north, so I'm looking north right now. Nice view. Beautiful day for hiking. How about a 360 degree? That's where I came from. Standing on top of some mountain.
Raccoon Ridge.
Raccoon Ridge, just got a local that knows what's going on around here. And got a hell of a nice view.
Best view in Jersey.
Not sure what I'm looking at, but you know. What river's this, or lake, or whatever? Reservoir?
That's the Delaware.
Okay, so there's the Delaware down there.
This is part of a reservoir system that goes to the upper reservoir, which is up above here.
Okay, so that's the reservoir.
And they use that for a pump storage facility for creating power.
Okay.
They pump water up at night and run it down through the day to the turbines.
Yeah, we got a nice view off to the east side here. The valley down below from the ridge I'm on right now. Ignore the power lines. We get stuck with those all the time. Nice view, nice day. And they're just determined to keep throwing weird climbs up at you. This is all climbed. It's all scrambling. Not really hike. The rest of it's just a hop, skip, and a jump now. Well, just summited a ridge. Here's the view. In the west, northwest. That's what I'm heading down now. That's what I just came up. Only that'll be the east. No view. I'm on the wrong side of the hill. Can't be more than a mile or so from my shelter. Kind of dark to see much right now, but my hammock's set up. I made it to the campground I was going for. 25-mile day. This is part of my wrap-up, by the way, for the day. You can see some other tents in the background. It's a pretty busy place. This shelter setup is pretty busy because it's got a group of teenage girls in here and also a group of young Boy Scouts. So I'm camped amongst the Boy Scouts. They seem like a pretty nice group. So as far as the day went itself, you couldn't really ask for a much better day outside of maybe having a little better water supplies, but Temperature never, it was supposed to get up to around 85, but I think it stayed closer to 75, maybe 80. Humidity was way down, so it was really easy and nice to hike today. It was just fantastic. Got a good early start, took off at 6:30, and I pulled into the campground here about 5:30, so it was an 11-hour day. I thought about going further. The next one, shelter for camping, was 6.5 miles, but I wouldn't have got there for another 3 hours probably, and I didn't want to be dealing with setting things up and having dinner in the dark. I just don't want to mess with that at this point in time. Talked with the Boy Scouts while I was here. They were kind of fun, and they're the Guardians, whatever they are. And other things today, let's see, I had a good lunch today, really unusual. I got a grilled cheeseburger with soda and watermelon and some candy bars from Trail Magic, and it was really funny. It just so happened to coincide with lunchtime. It was right around 12 o'clock, which was good because I was getting hungry, and I didn't have to worry about eating a whole bunch of my energy bars, which don't do much for my appetite anyway, and just kind of carry them around and eat them and spend money. So anyway, with that, we're going to wrap it up for the night. Tomorrow is going to be, it's either a 15-mile day or a 19-mile day, something like that. I can't remember what I'd planned out now. But anyway, that's what the things are sitting at right now. I am being attacked and fully eaten by mosquitoes. This is one very mosquito-y place, so I'm going to climb into my hammock as quick as I can and get the bug screen pulled up so that I don't have to deal with them. So with that, we'll wrap it up till tomorrow morning.